Hi, I'm Rob Shepley, Director at BusinessDEPOT Legal. Today I wanted to talk to you about business partnerships. So when I say partnership, I'm not just talking about the legal structure of a partnership. What we're talking about today applies to any type of arrangement where one person is in business with another person. So I like to break this up into 3 stages or phases. The first is starting off. So it might be that you're in business on your own at this stage, or you might have 1 or 2 other people. Generally at this stage, most people are focused on business viability, whether this startup or business idea is going to work out. And look, that's the right focus to have, but there are other issues you need to think about too. So the relationship between your partners is very important, but often you don't realise how important it is until later on. Moving ahead to the next stage is growth. So when you're back in this first stage, you might be thinking about growth a little bit, but it's probably more pie in the sky. If this goes well, we might all be rich, but you probably don't think a lot further. But so let's say you get through the first stage, business is going well, you've proven the viability of the idea, and then you realise, look, I need someone else to help me shoulder this burden or grow the team, and you want to do that by adding another partner. So that partner might come from within. It could be that one of these people is an employee who's key in the business and you want to help retain them and bring them in as equity owners. Or it could be someone who's external, and that might be someone you've known from a previous life or a colleague. And at that point you start thinking about, well, how do I bring that person in with my legal structure? So there's a lot of ways to do that, which I won't go through today. But it's also very important that you have a discussion around your business relationship as partners. So that's normally done in a partnership agreement, and again that can suit any particular structure you have. It covers the sort of makeup and then the breakup of the relationship, as well as important things around decision making, how it's funded, how profits are split, and importantly how the partnership or the relationship can end. And talking about ending, the next stage is exiting. So there's typically 3 ways that a business partnership can end. So one of them is maybe one partner is buying out the other partner. It could be the founding partner is older in life and is looking to pass or sell off to some of the younger partners. Issues can occur there around, well, how do we value what this person's interest is in the business? How do we finance that? What if we still need that person to actually help transition clients across? That's an important issue to deal with. The second scenario is maybe there's an offer from a third party. So a third party over here wants to buy the whole business. Agreeing on that can be difficult at times. Again, the scenario of an older partner might be really happy to cash in and walk away and retire. Someone who's much younger might have expected they want to remain in the business as an owner for a longer period. So that is a key issue that's dealt with in partnership agreements. They call it drag along and tag along. But having that discussion around what the expectation is a really important task. So that can happen. That's the second scenario. The third is you actually close the doors. So it sounds drastic, but if you can't agree on one partner coming out and selling out, or someone else buying out the business, and it's a stage where you all agree the business needs to close down, then that's what happens. So then business shuts its doors, no one really walks away with anything great. And unfortunately that happens, and a lot of the times that happens because people don't have good partnership agreements. And when I talk about a good partnership agreement, whilst the document itself is very important, it's really around having that discussion around issues and how you agree to deal with them that's most important. In my experience, it's very common when a problem occurs, for example, a good problem of a third party wanting to buy the business, the majority partner goes, oh, well, I always anticipated that this could happen, and if this would happen, we would all sell. And then the minority partner might say, well, no, I thought that I would be able to decide whether I wanted to sell or not. And sometimes the reality is that neither person really thought about it, and they certainly didn't talk to each other about it. So the process of doing a partnership agreement, just in itself and actually being prompted on all these issues, is really the most important part. So you really can't overstate that. Sometimes a business partnership is called a business prenup, and you can see how, just like with a marriage, how it might be something that wrecks the romance, but with a business, it's really not like that. It's actually just about good planning. You know, you do all this work on planning the business plan and revenue and expenses and forecasting that, but you also need to invest in how you plan the relationship between your partners. If this is something you'd like to talk about further, please talk to your advisor or give us a call.